Now we'll talk about the social benefits and challenges of English language teaching. English language teaching as an academic discipline and its user, by that I mean the teachers and learners themselves, are confronting many challenges in various EFL and ESL contexts. One of the biggest challenges among them is the need to practice English in social settings. Unfortunately, the learners in such contexts have failed to practice English quite frequently because they do not find the opportunities to practice this language in social settings, because there are not many native speakers of English language or those speakers who are using English as a second language quite frequently, because English is used only for academic and intellectual discourses in such settings. One of the biggest reasons behind this is that English still remains a language of official and academic disciplines in such countries. Therefore, there has been a less focus on the communicative aspects of English language teaching in such contexts. In the contemporary world, social media, however, may provide a breakthrough to young learners, because on different social media applications and forums, young learners may use their English language skills to get them polished further or to practice them. Another challenge in front of English language teaching and its user is the perception about English language that it belongs to the powerful elite in a society. Unfortunately, this has also been a kind of perception which hampered the progress of English language teaching in many countries or in many individual minds, because some sections of the society believe that English language, especially in post-colonial societies, including Pakistan, India, and many African countries, belongs to the powerful sections of the societies, those who are usually called haves. And the have-nots, in economic terms, do not have access to this language. So this language is actually promoting linguistic imperialism, in words of Robert Phillipson. In order to understand the concept of linguistic imperialism further, you could see a very famous book by Robert Phillipson that is named as Linguistic Imperialism. Lack of availability of ELT experts and practitioners in many EFL contexts is another challenge in front of ELT sector, because we do have very few trained experts who could design policies or curricula for ELT. Usually, a simple bachelor or master's degree holders in English language, especially in literature, they go for language teaching assignments in various EFL contexts. That creates different problems for language learners, especially those learners who are being taught by those teachers. Classroom positioning is another problem. This problem is specific to within classroom situation, where students usually are placed in high or low cadres based on their scores, English language proficiency scores. A very small ratio of such students who are placed in low cadres could actually move to high cadres. We could see that in the results of various studies. And this situation becomes even acute when we see English language teaching in multicultural contexts, where natives and non-natives are studying together. And non-native speakers are always under a socio-psychological complex that they cannot perform better than the native speakers. That's why dropout rates in English language courses or degree programs in such contexts is higher among non-native learners as compared to native learners. And lack of ESL or EFL skills actually denies many people admission or progress to higher education in various academic cultures. Moving on to social problems in multicultural contexts. It's not only academic problems which non-native students have to confront. Rather, in social interaction within the university or a college and outside the university or college, non-native speakers have to face many problems because they cannot communicate effectively in English language. Therefore, they do not contribute well within the classroom and outside the classroom. And this leaves them with a kind of inferiority complex sometimes. English language teaching do have certain benefits as well. Since English is an international language in the contemporary world, it can help many countries to promote their culture. Recently, we have seen that Chinese government have started a movement of promoting Chinese culture through English language. And that movement actually is named as English for Chinese Purpose. So this activity could be followed by other countries as well, and the rich resource of English as an international language could be used to promote one's own culture and other areas of expertise. English also provides us the opportunities to learn from other cultures. It may be scientific, cultural, academic knowledge, or other spheres of socioeconomic life. So English can actually help us in enhancing our individual and collective selves. ELT can also help us studying and traveling abroad. English, as I told earlier, as an international language, opens us more avenues to travel across the world. Lastly, English language teaching has a very rich field of jobs. This can provide jobs to many aspirants in local and international industry. And English language teaching is still a rapidly increasing industry in the world.